Welcome back to the deep dive. With so much talk happening around clinical solutions for weight management, especially, anything targeting GLP-1,
Absolutely.
it's really no surprise that natural alternatives are trending. And today we're looking at one of them, the Lipova GLP-1 patches.
Right. And our mission here is purely educational. We're just analyzing the marketing claims and giving some scientific context.
And we have to say this very clearly at the top.
Yeah.
This is educational commentary. It is absolutely not medical advice.
Exactly. So the product makes two main claims. First, that it can help with cravings and lead to rapid weight loss. And second, that it boosts certain hormones in the body, all just from a patch you put on your skin.
Okay, let's unpack that. The ingredient list mentions things like berberine, green coffee bean, bitter melon, and cinnamon. These are all, natural components.
They are. And these ingredients have been used in metabolic support before, so the product is generally seen as safe to use.
But safety is one thing. The claims are another. They're talking about losing 10 to 20 pounds in a few weeks. I mean, based on those compounds, is that realistic?
Well, that's the thing. Without making some big changes to your diet or, your physical activity at the same time,
Right.
achieving that kind of dramatic, rapid result from just a patch is, let's say it's highly unlikely. And that gap is really the first major thing for people to think about.
So the ingredients themselves are likely fine. But the real question isn't just what's in the patch.
It's what gets out of the patch.
Exactly. What actually makes it into your system. Which brings us to how it's supposed to work. Transdermal delivery. Through the skin.
And this is fascinating because the skin's main job is to be a barrier, a really effective one. For something to get through, the molecule has to be very small and able to dissolve in fat.
So this is something like berberine.
Berberine is a large, complex molecule, so the challenge is getting a therapeutic dose, a meaningful amount, through the skin from just a simple patch. It's a genuinely difficult thing to do.
But hang on, we know some patches work perfectly well. I mean, nicotine patches, hormone therapy patches.
Sure, but that's the key difference. Nicotine and hormones like estrogen are either small enough or they're chemically designed to pass through that barrier efficiently.
Oh.
A lot of natural compounds, especially complex extracts from plants, are often just too big or not shaped correctly to get through in any significant amount, at least not without specialized enhancers that these consumer patches typically don't have.
And I imagine this ties directly into the other claim, the one about boosting hormones.
It does. When you dig into where the support for that hormone boost comes from, it's often from lab studies or animal studies.
In vitro studies.
Yes, in vitro meaning in a test tube or on isolated cells, not in a living, breathing, metabolizing human being. There's a real need for specific peer-reviewed human trials to show these ingredients from a patch can actually cause a significant change in people.
That's where the transparency issue really starts to show up for me. I notice the language is very careful. They don't say this patch is GLP-1.
No, they don't.
They say it activates natural GLP-1 processes. That feels like a very subtle but very classic regulatory sidestep, doesn't it?
It's very effective phrasing. It implies it works like a drug without making a direct drug claim. And when you look closer at the product's marketing, other transparency issues pop up.
Like the reviews.
The reviews, right. They often lack independent verification, they look a little too polished, and if you do a little more digging, the patches themselves look identical to products being sold by lots of different sellers online. It seems to be a rebranded item.
So it's not like there's one specific company with its own unique formulation and research behind it?
It makes it very difficult to trace any specific research back to this particular product.
So if we put this all together, we have a product that's built on a foundation of generally safe, natural ingredients.
Right.
But it's using all the buzz around a very complex medical pathway to make some pretty dramatic claims that just aren't backed by solid human science.
That's a perfect summary. While it's likely safe to use the promised results, that rapid weight loss or major hormone changes, they just aren't supported by the level of evidence you'd want to see, especially with the known challenges of transdermal delivery for these kinds of compounds.
So what does this all mean for you? The takeaway here is that the marketing claims about these dramatic results seem to lack the necessary scientific backup or independent verification. It's really a case of weighing the promise against the proof.
And that leaves an important question for you to think about. When you see a health claim, any health claim, how important is it to check if the research was actually done on humans versus just in a lab or on animals? It's just so critical to prioritize tested human results when you're deciding if a product can really deliver on a major health promise.